Social service agencies met again today for the monthly Homeless Task Force meeting. 13's Callie Holthouse sat in on that meeting as well. She's in our studio tonight with more on what the next steps are to addressing homelessness.
Yeah, David, in the meeting they got updates from the Topeka Rescue Mission, which reports its numbers growing daily, and made plans for keeping homeless residents safe during the upcoming extreme heat. Meanwhile, Topeka City Council sits on recommendations to reduce homelessness from the consulting firm it hired last year. Topeka City Council won't move forward on those recommendations until the new city manager starts on June 24th. Meantime, Topeka's Homeless Task Force continues business as usual.
I think everyone's sort of waiting to see where the governing bodies are going to land on this.
The city of Topeka has maintained it wouldn't be the entity implementing the ideas. Instead, that work would go to various community partners like the ones comprising the HTF.
I think a number of the organizations have expressed support for the process, have expressed support for the findings, though I wouldn't want to speak for them individually. But I do think there needs to be some significant conversation among the social service agencies at some point in the future about where this work lives.
There's risk of straining already limited social services.
You find very few, if any, social service agencies that are flush with resources, overabundance of resources, and would say they have all the staff to do everything that they need to do this work. And so I think those are individual conversations that that the agencies will need to have internally.
Martin says there is potential for more funding to support any projects born out of the recommendations.
And we're talking about a pretty diverse revenue stream. We're talking about government dollars. We're talking about private donations. We're talking about the private sector as well, sort of business. We're talking about a lot of folks who would need to come to the table with dollars in order for us to be able to accomplish that work.
Topeka's Homeless Task Force is the local continuum of care, which means it uses federal dollars to prevent homelessness and help house those who are faced with it. The group meets the second Wednesday of every month.